Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marie. I'm a graphic designer and I use Adobe Illustrator to create my graphics. In today's tutorial, I will create this 3D cash illustration. So open Adobe Illustrator and select the type tool because we're going to type the $sign. Since I don't have this sign on my keyboard, I'm going to go to Window, Type, and open Glyphs. Here you can see all the symbols that is contained in your font. And here it is, the dollar bill icon. Now I'm going to select a font. Since my character window was missing, I had to open that through the window panel as well. So now I have all the type icons, the type tabs, sorry. And while my $sign is selected, I'm going to go here and select the font that I'm going to use, which is Arial Bold. I just wanted to take a moment to say if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you're not new and you enjoy my videos, please leave a comment and hit the like button. Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to resize my text because it's actually a text, and make a dragged copy, which I'm going to make very small and leave here for now. I'm going to select this bigger one and go to Type, Create Outline. So now it's a shape. It is not an editable text anymore. I'm going to change the color to a yellow. And while it's still selected, go to Effect, 3D, Extrude, and Bevel. Click on the preview. Here where it says position, you have some presets for the position. You can select one and then modify it by moving the cube around. Then I'm going to add some perspective, and I'm going to leave the extrude depth at 50 because that's the amount of thickness that you want to give your object, and 50 looks good to me. Then if you click on more options, you get the light options. See, each one of these dots is a light. It comes with one light. I added an extra 2 lights. And you click on these dots to select the lights, and then you can change the parameters here on the right. As I said, to change the position, you can use this cube. Just move the cube around and it'll move your object's position. You can also change the position of your object by entering the amount of rotation that you want to give each axis there on the right of the cube. Here where it says bevel, you have these options that you can add to the edge of your extrusion. Here where it says height, you put the amount that you want your bevel effect to have. Okay, so now that my object is looking good, I'm just going to click OK to close the 3D panel. We can go back to it later to make modifications. So now I created this other dollar bill sign because I need it to create the coins. So use the ellipse tool to create a circle. Then make a copy of the circle, paste to front, and make it bigger than the other circle. So now we have a circle inside of a circle. Select the dollar bill sign, which is still a text. Go to Type, Create Outlines. Now select all 3 objects. Go to Align here, Align to Center, and Align to Center. Object, while they're all 3 selected, group. So I'm going to resize and make it smaller. Double click to open the group because we need to rearrange and put the bigger circle on the bottom, leave the smaller circle in the middle, and bring the $sign to the front. Click anywhere on the artboard to exit the group, and then while the group is selected, go to Effect, 3D, Extrude. I'm going to put the extrude depth to 20 this time. I'm going to change the bevel to classic and the bevel height to 2. Actually, I'm going to change the bevel to rounded edges. I'm going to experiment a little bit to figure out what the best options are for my coin. And then I'm going to go to the lighting. I added an extra light. If you have any trouble with the rendering, just fix the parameters because there's something wrong there until the rendering turns out. When you're done, click OK. I'm going to double click to enter the group and select the smaller circle and then go to the appearance panel, fill, and I'm going to change the fill color to orange. I'm going to leave the bigger circle and the $sign the same color as they were, which is yellow. So if you need to modify anything that has already been applied to your object, just do it through the appearance panel. Now I'm going to make some copies of these coins, so just select and make dragged copies. So I'm going to add a coin on top of the other here to make some stacked coins. I'm going to duplicate them over here, move some of the top ones so that they're not the same height, the two stacked coin columns. I'm going to put some coins up here. I will change the position of these afterwards. Now I'm just duplicating coins all over the place to fill in my illustration here. I'm also resizing some of the coins, making them smaller or bigger, just so they seem further away or closer. I'm going to make another copy of the stacked coins, put it on this other side, and add a few coins here on the bottom. Don't forget to keep saving as you go along in case your computer crashes and then you lose everything. So select the first coin you want to modify. Go to the appearance panel and double click on 3D extrude and bevel. Since all of the coins already have a 3D effect applied to them, to modify this 3D effect, you go through the appearance panel. You don't go to the effect tab to add a new 3D effect because they already have a 3D effect. So I'm just gonna change the position and play with the lighting, make them a little bit more shiny. Now I'm gonna select the second coin, rotate it, change the position, and again I'm going to change the lighting. Also, I'm not going to do it for this tutorial, but where it says blend steps 25, you can increase that to make your rendering smoother. Like if you do your rendering and your image has like lines in it because it didn't blend properly, you can add extra steps to make it smoother. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up now because I'm just going to repeat the same steps on the coins here. So the stacked coins, I'm not going to change the position, but these other flying coins I am. The stacked coins, I'm going to select them all together, go to the appearance panel, click on 3D extrude and bevel just to change the lighting on them. But I'm not going to do them one by one. I'm just going to select them all together and change the lighting. These two front coins, I'm going to do individually because I'm going to change the position. And let's say I might just add like a few more coins, but I'm pretty much done. I hope that you're enjoying this tutorial. If you've arrived at this point, that means that you've been watching it. So I hope that I've explained all the steps properly. And you can rearrange the coins by bringing them forward or sending them back. Like I said, like I said before, select the coin, right click with your mouse, arrange, bring to front, or send to back. Last but not least, I'm going to fix the lighting on the $sign here, which is at the center of our illustration. And now I'm going to use the rectangle tool to create a rectangle that covers the whole artboard. Then select send to back and change the fill color to black. Actually, I'm going to add a gradient to the black background. So while it's selected, go to the gradient panel, click on the gradient. It's going to automatically apply my last gradient. I'm going to change the colors of these two palettes here. I'm going to leave one dark, and then the other one I'm going to make like a gray, dark gray. Now here I'm going to change to radial. I'm going to invert here because we want the dark to be on the outside. Change this to black because it's not black. So we have black and a dark gray. And then click here on the gradient tool to move the gradient down below and change it to an ellipse shape. Okay, so now that we've added this gradient to the background, we are finished. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the subscribe button and return for my future videos. Ciao!